Hello everyone, this is Nirmal. I'll be teaching you mathematics of class 6 as you can see on the screen, and today we'll talk about number system, and this is the part 2 of number system. Already I have discussed many topics in the part 1. Okay, in part 1 I have discussed many topics of number system. If you have not watched that video, then you can watch that video. The link of that video has been mentioned in the description. So now let's start. The first topic of this session is operation on larger numbers. Okay, operation on larger numbers means how to operate on the larger numbers, and this topic you will understand through the examples. So let's start. Example first is saying that 3 different tanks contain 54,937 liters, 49,328 liters, 1,07,244 liters of water. It means there are 3 tanks, and those 3 tanks water is stored, and the quantity of the water in those 3 tanks are different. In the first tank, this much liter of the water has been kept or stored. In the second one, this much liter, and in the third one, this much liter of water has been stored. Then it is asking that what is the total quantity of water in these 3 tanks. Means it is asking about the overall quantity, total quantity, that in those 3 tanks how much water has been stored. So it is asking about the total. Obviously what we will do, we will add the quantities of the water kept in the different tanks, and if we will add, then we will get the sum, and that will be the total quantity of the water in those 3 tanks. So it is very easy how to find out the total quantity. Whenever it will ask the total quantity, then we will add. So but this example is based on the word problems, so obviously you will have to write the statement also in solving means in the solution of the word problems we will have to mention the statement also. This is very important. We will not write the data only and we will add and we will get the result. This is the wrong process. Whenever you are going to solve the word problems, then statement matters a lot. You will have to mention the statement. Without a statement, never try to do. So now we will add that what is given, that water in the one tank this much liter, water in the another tank this much liter, another in place of another you can write second tank, water in the third tank this much liter. So water in all these 3 tanks, all the 3 tanks, what will you do? You will add these 3 data, then the sum will be this. It means 2,11,509 liter of water is there, means it is the total quantity of the water. Okay, and you can write the statement in your own words. It is not compulsory that you will write same to same. It is up to you that how to write the statement. In place of this, you can write the total quantity of the water in all these 3 tanks, or directly total quantity of water. So writing the statement is up to you that how to write. Okay, but it is very important to write the statement. Now we will talk about the example 2. Example 2 is saying that the weight of one bag of wheat is 98 kg 450 gram, and the weight of another bag of wheat is 106 kg 928 gram. Means there are 2 bags of wheat. In the first bag 98 kg 450 gram of wheat is there, and in the second bag 106 kg 928 gram of wheat is there. Now what is the question? The question is there that what is the total weight of both the bags. Here also it is asking about the total weight of both the bags. What we will do? We will get the sum of the quantity of the wheat in those 2 bags. It means here also we will add. Okay, here also we will add the quantities of the wheat which is kept in those 2 bags. But one thing here, that here also you will write the statement. Writing the statement is very very important. You don't do like this, that you just write the data, this numerical data, and get the sum, this will be the answer. No, statement is very very important. So how will you write? You write like this, that weight of one bag of wheat, weight of one bag of wheat is equal to 98 kg 450 gram. Statement may differ, it is up to you that how to write. You can write that the weight of the wheat in one bag, the weight of the wheat in the first bag, like this. So it is up to you that how to write. I have written like this, weight of one bag of wheat is equal to 98 kg 450 gram, and weight of another bag, it means second bag, is equal to 106 kg 928 gram. Now total weight of bag, you will add these two data, then you will get that 204 kg 1300. If you will add separately, here you will add separately, then you will get in the kg data, means in it is 204, and if you will add this data which is given in gram, then you will get that it is 1378 gram. So this is the total weight, but here you will see that 1378 gram, it is not proper, it is not the good way to write, because one more than 1000, whenever it is coming 1000 gram, then it will be written as 1 kg. So the correct way will be here, means it will be converted into kg. This data will be converted into kg, and that will be into added to the kg data, this. So here you can see that since 1378 gram is equal to 1 kg 370 gram. How? 1378 gram is what? 1000 gram plus 378 gram, and we know that 1000 gram means 1 kg, and 378 gram means 378. It will be written like this only. Sorry. Okay, so here now it will 1 kg, 1000 gram is 1 kg, and 378 gram will be written like this. So 1378 gram is equal to 1 kg 378 gram. I hope that you understood. So this will be equal to this, it will be written in the form of kg and gram. So now the total is 204 kg, and this much gram, and this much gram is what? 1 kg 378 grams. So this kg data will be added to the kg data here. So actual number, the correct answer will be 205 kilogram. 204 plus 1 here, 204 plus 1, it means 205 gram, and 378 gram, this was left. So this is the correct answer, that how much weight is there in both the bags, 205 kilogram and 378 gram. I hope that you have understood. Now the next example is that in a departmental store, the sale during a particular week was rupees 3,85,476. It means in a particular week, in any week, the sale in a departmental store was of this much amount. Rupees symbol should be placed here, 3,85,476, and the sale during the following week was 4,07,230 week. Here the meaning of following week means next week of that week. Okay, next week of the particular week. So the sale in the next week was of 4,07,235. Now there are two questions. First question is asking that what was the total sale during those 2 weeks. It is asking about the total sale of those 2 weeks. What will you do? Obviously we will add the sale of those 2 weeks here, then we will get the total sale, but we will have to mention the statement also. Without a statement, never try to do the word problems. The statement will be the sale during 1 week is equal to what? What was the sale in the 1 week? This much, so 3,85,476, and the sale during the next week or second week also you can write, it was of 4,07,235. So total sale, how you get? You will add these two data, then you will get the total sale in those 2 weeks and you will add, then you will get this much. So this is the total sale of those 2 weeks. I hope that you understood. I am repeating again and again that use the statement while solving the word problems. So question number A we have understood. Now move towards the question number B. What is the question number B? Question number B is saying that during which week was the sale greater and by how much? Means in which week the sale was greater. It is very easy. Just compare both the data, that which one is greater. Okay, then you will understand, you will get that in which week the sale was greater. So if you will see, then you can easily say that this is the bigger data, 4,07,235, and it is the sale of the second week. It is the sale of the second week. So the sale was greater in the second week. Okay, and by how much means what is the difference? By how much means how much more, how much greater the sale was. How will you get that? Obviously it is asking about the difference, so you will get the difference. How will you get the difference? Just you will subtract. Okay, using subtraction, means by subtraction you will get the difference. So if you find out the difference, okay, then you will subtract here what, the smaller data from the bigger one data, then you will get this much. Here minus sign is missing, here minus sign should be there because we are going to get the difference. So obviously minus sign should be placed here. If you find the difference, this is the difference, 21,759. It means the sale during the second week was greater, obviously by how much? So by this much. Okay, this much sale was more in the second week. I hope that you understood. Now next example, it is saying that if A is equal to 48,497, what, A is equal to this much and B is equal to 7,328 and C is equal to 1,33,224. Means here the values of A, B and C have been given. Values of A, value of A, value of B, value of C have been given. Now you have to find out A plus B, C minus A, B plus C. Very simple it is. A plus B, A plus B. It means you have to add, you have to get the sum. So obviously what is the value of A? 48,497. What after that, what is there? Addition. You have to add. Okay, what you have to add? You have to add B. And what is the value of B? This 7,328. Okay, so you will add the values of A and B, then you will get the result. Whatever you will get the sum. I am not going to solve you. Everything I will not do. You can also solve. You will have to solve this. You also practice. So whatever you will get the sum, that will be the answer. A plus B means what? You have to add the values of A and B, and values have been given of A, B and C. Okay, here also what you have to find out? C minus A. What? C minus A. C minus A means what? You have to subtract A from C. It means you have to subtract the value of A from the value of C. And what is the value of C? Value of C is this 1,33,224. And you have to subtract what? A. A means what? The value of A. And value of A is 48,497. And you will subtract, and whatever the difference you will get, the answer here, that will the answer. You will get the answer. And here B plus C, you will add the value of B and you will add the value of B and C, then you will get the answer. I hope that you have understood. If this type of question will come, then you will be able to solve very easily. Now the next example is saying that the cost of one article is 57,390. What will be the cost of 275 such articles? 275 such articles, it means it has been given the cost of one article and you have to find out the cost of many articles. So it is very simple. One question I would like to ask from you. Suppose that the cost of one packet of biscuit is 5 rupees. Cost of one packet of biscuit is rupees 5. Then what will the cost of two packets of biscuits? Obviously 10. 2 into 5. What will the cost of 3 packets? 3 into 5, it means 15. If I'll ask that what will the cost of 7 packets of biscuits? 7 packets of biscuits, obviously you will say that 35. How have you got? Because the cost of 1 is 5 and you have to find out the cost of 7, it means you will multiply this. Okay, so it is very easy to find out. If you have been given the data for one and you have been said that you find for many, obviously you will multiply there. Okay, so here also the cost of one article has been given and you have to find out for many, so you will multiply. I repeat that if the data for one is given and if you are said to get the value for many, just multiply. Now what will the solution? The cost of one article is this much, 57,390. What will the cost of 275? Such articles, the same articles, then you will multiply. You will multiply the data for first by 275. Okay, 275, because you have to find out the data for 275. Then you will get the result. This is the cost of 275 articles. If you will have to find out the cost of 300 articles, then what will you do? Cost of one is this much, then cost of 300 will be this much into 300. Very easy, you will get the cost of many of means that 300. If you will have to find out the cost of 450 articles, very easy, cost of one article is this much and you have to find out the cost of 450, so you will multiply by 450, then you will get the result. If you will have to find out the cost of 2468 articles of the same article, then the cost of one article is given and you have to find out for this much, so you will multiply by this much. So it is very easy that if you have been given the value for one and you have to find the value for many, just multiply by that number, that value for which you want to get the answer. Okay, now the next example is saying that in an examination a student multiplied this number. What is the number? 40,327 by 46 instead of 64. What is the meaning of this sentence? It means that the question was there to multiply this number by 64, but instead of this number the student has multiplied by 46. Okay, so because of this, obviously he must have got the wrong answer, because he had to multiply the number by 64 and he had multiplied by 46. He had multiplied by the smaller number, he had to multiply by the bigger number. Obviously he will get the smaller result. The actual result would be bigger, because he had to multiply by the bigger number and he had multiplied by the smaller number, so he must have got the smaller value. But now you see the question that what is it asking, that by how much was his answer greater than or less than. Okay, obviously his answer was different from the actual answer because he had multiplied by the different number. So it is asking that by how much was the answer greater or smaller than the correct answer. So to find the difference, at first we will have to get the actual answer, means correct answer, and the student's answer which was incorrect. Okay, so if we will try to find out the student's answer, then it will be 40,327 into 46, because he had multiplied by 46. So this is the student's answer, which is incorrect. Now the correct answer would be there, that 40,327 into 64, because he had to multiply by 64. So correct answer should be this. If you will multiply, then you will get this number, this data. Obviously if you will compare, then this is bigger, it means he has got the smaller value. Now we have got that he has got the less answer, he has got the less answer, but by how much, by how much. So in this type of question you will have to get the difference by how much, it means we have to find out the difference. So the incorrect answer is less than the correct answer by how much, by the difference of those two numbers, it means by this much. I hope that you have understood. Now the next example is that rupees 82,804 is divided equally, what, equally among 326 pupils, and then how much will each get, means what is the share of each person, each pupil. It is the question that this was the total amount which has been distributed equally among 326 people, or you can say that pupil, I was saying people, okay. So this much pupils are there, okay, then how much will be the share of each pupil. So what will you do here? So it is very easy to get, as I have said in the beginning, that when the data for one will be given and you will have to find for many, you will multiply. So just opposite also applies, that if data for many is given and if you have to find for one, it means here it has been given for 326 people, 326 people, okay. This much amount is there, 82,804, this much is there for 326 people and you have to find for one. So here what will you do, here you will divide this number by this, okay. I repeat that if data is given for many and if data is given for many and you have to find for one, you will divide, okay, as you have been given for one and you had to find for many, as it has been explained in the first or second example, that you had been given for one and you had to find for many, like 275 was there, I think. So you had multiplied. So here if for 275 would be given and you would have to find for one, then you will divide, understood. One for one is given and for many you have to find, then multiply. For many if it is given and for one if you have to find out, then you will divide. So here what will you do, each will get, means the share of each person will be this much, 82,804 divided by 326. You have to find for one, so you will divide. So this will be the share for each person, each pupil, okay. I hope that you understood. Now the next example is that the sale receipt of a company during a certain year was this much, means in a year the sale of this much has been done, okay, in a company. In the following year means the next year, it was decreased by this much, okay. In the first year, in a particular year, this much sale has been, the sale of this much amount 8,73,540 of this much amount the sale was done, but in the next year it was decreased by this much, okay. Next year it was not equal to this, it was this much less, okay, than this much. So what was the sale receipt of the next year, second year, means it should be this much, then it would be equal, but in the next year it was decreased by this much, means next year the sale was 84,670, less than that, okay, less than that. So what was the sale, obviously you will get the difference, you will subtract this much because this much less was there. So we will subtract this, then we will get the sale receipt for the next year, okay. I repeat that this was the sale for the first year, this was the sale for the first year, this was the sale for the first year, and next year it was decreased by this much, means this much less sale has been taken place in the next year. So what was the sale in the next year, so obviously we will subtract then we will get the data. It means 8,73,540 minus 84,670. Then you will get the value 7,88,870. It means this was the sale receipt for the next year. I hope that you have understood. So this much is sufficient. Okay, so we have now completed the topic operation on the larger numbers. Now you are able to do all the questions of exercise 1b. So you will solve all the questions of 1b. Thank you. Have a nice day.